Hello my dear friends, in this lecture we are going to study the use of heat exchanger. Before before compressor and after condenser. Key, what is the effect of heat exchanger to use before compressor and after condenser? Is it right? So this is our heading, and under this heading we're gonna draw a schematic diagram. Okay, so first of all, we need to draw your condenser. This is your condenser. This is your condenser. Is it right? And now, this is your compressor. This is your compressor. Okay, and this is your heat exchanger. Is it right? This is your heat exchanger. Is it right now? This is your heat exchanger, and this is your throttling valve, and this is your evaporator. This is your evaporator. Is it right? This is your evaporator. And this is your throttling valve. This is your compressor. And this is the heat exchanger. This box is your heat exchanger. So before compressor and after condenser, if you are going to use heat exchanger, then what is the effect over this cycle? Is it right? This cycle is circulate in anti-clockwise manner, just like that. So from here some heat gonna be extracted by this heat exchanger. If your refrigerant in liquid state is coming from this condenser in vapor stage, and coming from this from condenser, then it having some high temperature. It will have some higher temperature, and this temperature gonna be absorbed by here this refrigerant मतलब इस वेपर स्टेज के रेफ्रिजरेंट से हीट को एब्जॉर्ब करेगा ये गैसियस स्टेज वाला रेफ्रिजरेंट। तो उसके कारण जो फाइनल हमारी रेफ्रिजरेशन इफेक्ट जो होता है, दैट मीन्स क्यूई जो होता है, वो टोटली हमारा इंक्रीज कर जाता है। इज इट राइट? ओके, सो इफ वी आर गोइंग टू प्लॉट this diagram over TS scale, this diagram over TS scale. So this is your T scale, this is your S scale, and this is your saturation curve. Is it right? And this is your graph. This is your graph. This graph is showing like that. This type of graph is showing just like that. Is it right? This type of graph is showing just like that. Okay, my dear friends, just like that. So this is your point number first. This is point number second. This is point number third. This is fourth. This is fifth. This is your sixth. This is your seventh. Is it right? So my dear friends, heat lost by liquid refrigerant. First of all, we have to calculate the heat lost by liquid refrigerant. Heat lost by liquid refrigerant is just equal to heat gain by vapor refrigerant. I'm sorry, heat lost by vapor refrigerant is just equal to heat heat gain by gases gases what refrigerant. So my dear friends, here we have to apply what H, this H, this H5 minus this H6 is just equal to H2 minus H1. This H2 minus H1 मतलब this effect minus this effect, H2 minus H1, and this is your final equation. Is it right now? This is your final equation. Okay, my dear friends. So you can directly write as T5 minus T6 is just equal to T2 minus T1. You can directly write this equation like that. Okay. So my dear friends, you can also write the COP value. That means COP is equal to RE upon work input. Is it right? So what is the value of RE? The RE value is nothing but H1 minus S7. Is it right? H1 minus S7 and divided by S3 minus S2. ठीक है? And divided by S3 minus S2. This S3 minus S2 and here H1 minus S7. This value. This is the COP for the this cycle. Is it right? And this is the heat lost by vapor refrigerant is just equal to heat gain by gaseous refrigerant, and this is the main reason by which you can different from these both point. You can differentiate these both point and write in form of enthalpy and temperature equation. Is it right? So this is the way to solve any conventional question or any typical question where heat exchanger going to be used. जहां जहां भी हीट एक्सचेंजर यूज होगा तो आपको इस मेथड से इस तरीके से माइनस कर करके आपको इंथैल्पी के अननोन इंथैल्पी और अननोन टेम्परेचर को फाइंड कर लेना है. उसके बाद इस COP वैल्यू में पुट कर देना है and you have to easily estimate your answer. Is it right? So my dear friends, thank you to watching this video.